Happy Friday, everyone. Schuyler Callihan here on Between the Ears. It is Best Bets Friday with Christopher Hall. Again, Best Bets. We're going to take another whack at this if we can. To be fully transparent, we suck at this, but it is what it is. We have fun with it. Last week, we'll show you the results here on the screen. Last week, I went 3-2, hit my first three with the Kansas, Illinois under. Colorado, easy cover at -3 against Matt Rule in Nebraska. And then the Iowa State under hit, but then I did not hit NC State +7.5, nor Texas Tech +6.5, although they did give Oregon a good game in Lubbock. And then for Chris, hate to tell you here, buddy, but you only got one on this.
Don't let him lie. He loves telling everybody such this.
But yeah, you got one. So we'll give you a little clap.
All my money went on that one bet, so I came out ahead.
So you came out even.
No, I came out ahead.
Oh, okay.
Very tiny bets on the other ones. That one I was on. I was paused.
So Colorado, Nebraska under is the one that he's talking about here, where he made all his money and made up for the losses of Illinois +3.5, Tulane +7.5, Alabama -7, and Oklahoma State, Arizona State over. So 1-4 for you, 3-2 for me. That puts me at 4-6 on the year, and Chris, you're at 3-7. So neither one of us are doing that hot. But hey, it's a new week. It's a new opportunity for us to put more losing bets in, and for you guys to continue to fade us. So let's get into it. I'm going to save. Well, it would be my first one on here, but I'm going to save it for my last one because I think that's probably my most confident. The other four, I'm just kind of winging it this week. To be honest with you. I don't really like anything, but I'll start in the Big 12, which is kind of where I stay this week, and that's Kansas -28 at Nevada. Now, I know, again, I don't like playing stuff on the number here, but this is just a total blowout. I mean, if this game is anywhere within 30 points, then, I mean, Kansas has got some problems, or maybe they're just not focused because Nevada is terrible. They gave up 66 to USC. They gave up 30-some. To Idaho. They only scored 7 points against the Idaho Vandals. So, yeah, I'm going Kansas big time here, -28 on the road in Nevada.
I'm going to take my Florida State Seminoles to cover 26.5 at Boston College. Boston College is horrendous. They are so bad. If I'm not mistaken, this could be the red bandana game for Boston College, which always has me concerned because they always really play well in these games, typically. But they're just so bad this year. So I'm going to take Florida State 26.5.
I looked at that one, then I saw the weather in the forecast that hurricanes coming up through there, and I was like, I don't know, but yeah,
Florida State's got a good run game. We're good. Florida State's good run game. We're good.
Boston College doesn't have anything, so. I'm going with the guys in my wife's old hometown, and that's App State -8.5 against East Carolina, mainly just because the Panthers radio play-by-play guy, Jim Zoki, he gave me a little tidbit because he's actually calling the East Carolina games this year. He's the voice of the Pirates now. He's like, it's not going to look good this week up there in Boone. So I'm going to ride with Jim Zoki's pick here of App State -8.5. Look, they played Carolina tough last week. I know that could be a kind of a letdown spot coming back home, but I think they actually build on stuff like that. App State typically doesn't let things like that really hurt them. So I'm going to say the Mountaineers of Appalachian State cover the 8.5.
I am probably going to go against a lot of people here, but I'm going to take Penn State to cover at Illinois 14.5. First true road game for for Penn State. But Illinois is really bad. This was supposed to be Penn State's biggest test to start the season. I think it's safe to say right now, West Virginia was their biggest test. They matched them physically. Illinois, a little surprising under Brett Bielema that they're kind of so far behind. Maybe looking forward to conference play. Not really sure what's going on there, but I'm gonna take Penn State. They looked strong last week. I know they were playing, but I think it was Delaware. Last week, or Delaware State, one of the Delaware schools. A little surprised that they came out as well as they did, considering the first matchup against West Virginia. The hype, you can always look past this game. So Penn State looks good. I'm a ride with them this weekend.
I was actually looking the other way. It was on my short list with Illinois covering, but I couldn't get there with them because of that defense. Just how bad they looked against Kansas. So I'm going with Wyoming plus the 28.5 at Texas. I like to get in the hook there so you can keep it within 4 scores. Look, Texas, this is a perfect spot where what I like to call the fat and sassy spot, right? You go and you get a win you probably weren't expecting to get, or you get a very big, impressive win, as they did last week on the road in Tuscaloosa over Alabama. You come back home, you think, oh, it's just Wyoming, right? Well, oh, that same Wyoming team beat Texas Tech. And this is not going to be new territory for the Cowboys. I think they believe they can hang in now that they've beaten a Big 12 team before. I think this is going to be kind of honestly a little bit of a dull atmosphere in Austin, even coming off of that win, because it's again, it's Wyoming. They don't get up for stuff like this. So I can see Wyoming hanging around long enough to keep this one interesting. So plus 28.5, Wyoming Cowboys.
My new favorite bet is betting against Iowa. Western Michigan plus 28.5. Same theory. I do not think Iowa can score 28 points,
Yeah.
let alone cover it. They did have some, they'll break through with their third string running back last week, had a breakout game. But still, they struggle to score over 20 points. 28.5 points cover. I think I'm safe with Western Michigan.
Yeah, my buddy, he always told me I was weird for liking to bet unders, but I just thought it was kind of exciting to say, oh man, can we stay under that total? And it's kind of the same thing with Iowa when they play, because you want them to stay under their number, and in your case, you need them to not score. So I like that. I like that bet a lot. My best bet, if I guess is the only one I kind of have confidence in, staying in the Big 12, Kansas State minus 3 and a hook at Missouri. Last year, this game was 40-12. Now, I don't expect it to be that one sided. You don't have Deuce Vaughn. There's some missing pieces there, but Missouri, I just don't think is quite ready to compete just yet. I think this is kind of a close game through 3 quarters or so. K State gets a late touchdown to maybe go up 2 scores and win this game comfortably going away. So I think they easily cover the 3.5 here.
That's a scary bet. That's an unknown rivalry game.
It is. It is.
That's one of
The
those
old
scary.
Big 12-ish
You're
games.
going
Yeah.
in. They're not far apart from each other. That's a sneaky rivalry game. Oklahoma State. Look, they have
Oh
started off
no!
so
Here we
bad.
go.
But
Not
South
with them again.
Alabama at home, South Alabama 7.5. I will take the Gundy crew to cover that 100%. They'll eventually get it going enough. South Alabama, I know, but a touchdown, come on, we can do that. They're
I mean,
Cowboys.
you would also you would also think they'd beat Central Arkansas by more than 2 scores too. But hey,
Hey, it's third week. They do get out the rust, get out some kinks. The Gundy crew's coming back with a force this weekend.
you
Big
know,
win for the Cowboys.
the way Mike Gundy is rotating those quarterbacks in right now is like reminding me of when I used to play NCAA 14. And
Hey, everybody gets turned.
as soon as my guy would throw an interception, he's out of the game. Nope, he ain't staying in there. I had no patience at all. So
Whatever it takes to
I
win
don't know.
by
Best of
8.
luck
Let's
to the
go.
Cowboys there. So now West Virginia game. Obviously, we're going to give our best bet here with that. Uh, I don't really know where to go with this. I looked at a lot of different angles, and I don't find anything that I like. I was going to go money line, but it's 2.5. What the heck? If you think they're going to win the game, you'd like to think they win by at least a field goal. So I'll lay the 2.5. I guess that's my best bet for the West Virginia game. I have them winning 28-24. So there it is.
I actually picked West Virginia to cover as well, which is funny because I only picked them to win 31-30 in the
What?
prediction. Yes. Hey, look, rivalry games. I'm big on rivalry games, keeping them close, but I've been very confident with this win for like at least the saying that's been over the summer for West Virginia fans, a win by at least two touchdowns. Been very confident with West Virginia winning by 2 touchdowns. You look at Pitt. Uh, they have 3 good starters among the line. They're starting a freshman at right guard. Jurkovic hasn't played well. They have to find the receivers. They do have talent, just like West Virginia. They have talent. They have to show it. Same thing on defense. Lost their top 5 tacklers from last year. 4 of the top 5, I believe. Maybe it's all top 5. So they have revamped defense. all new personnel. Third game of the year, just lost to Cincinnati, coming into a hostile environment with Jurkovic, not used to these type of scenes, environments, hostile. Not sure Pitt is going to be really prepared for it. Defensively, they should be okay, but the offense has really struggled, and they haven't been able to really establish a running game against. I mean, they've only played Cincinnati, so. But Rodney Hammond Jr., he's been around. He was supposed to be the feature back. He's only third on the team on rushing, so really like West Virginia's chances. But it's that rivalry game. It's Pitt. Funny things always seem to happen. It's going to be closer than I would think. So I picked 31-30, but I am betting for them to cover. So,
well, maybe we should just put this as WV +1 because it actually started as that, and then it flew all the way to -3 according to
yeah,
some
but you
books.
can't bet that now. So if you
Right,
would have grabbed that bet early in the week, then you're good. Right now on FanDuel, it's still at 2.5. So
yeah,
maybe it'll
I
swing
saw
the other way,
somewhere it
and
was
that
3.
happened quick. That happened Thursday afternoon, like really around noon, where he just made a big switch. So not sure if that was the bookies or if all the money was going on West Virginia. Not sure why that had the big swing. Usually, if there's a lot of money being put on the team, that's when you see the swing. And according to Action, most of America right now is betting on West Virginia. So
Interesting stuff. So we'll see how we do on these picks next Friday. We'll recap and make some new picks, and then obviously tomorrow, Eugene and I will have the Mountaineers Now post game show, recapping the backyard brawl between West Virginia and Pitt. Sunday morning, we'll have the morning after recapping my more in depth thoughts on the game. And then Monday, we'll do the good, the bad, the ugly. And then Tuesday, we'll take the day off before we get back into the swing of things. So if you haven't yet, go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit like as well. And we also have the Walkthrough Game Day show previewing the backyard brawl between West Virginia and Pitt. So make sure you check that out. And we've got a couple other stuff up there for the brawl as well. So make sure you get all that stuff. Indulge yourself in all that stuff before the game comes around at 7:30 p.m. on ABC Saturday night. So for Christopher Hall, I'm Schuyler Callihan. You've been watching Between the Eers. We'll see you guys tomorrow.